Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Tea and Taboos. My name is Alana. I'm just trying to keep my crazy cat away from the camera. And today we're here with Tracy, wherever she may be,
I'm hiding behind my
hiding in the
Canadians,
pixels again.
hiding in my pixels again. I'll just, it's meanwhile in Canada. This is what we have coming up this winter. Duh, duh, duh.
I love that picture. It's so true. It's like Canada's such a beautiful country, but the snow is just insane. And people don't actually realize how insane it is until you actually live it. Because they just
Until
see the pictures, they just see the images. They're like, "Oh, bet it's not that bad." They come over, it's bad. People, we use snow as fridges here in Canada.
it's better to send it to New York, in Buffalo, we have,
Exactly.
we've sent them a lake storm or two, frozen buffalo.
We've sent them a couple of gifts, but we feel they need more. We need Mother Nature to get the
Oh
flour and
dear.
sprinkle it over there for the baking. So there you
And
go.
here
Yes,
I
exactly.
am. Here I am.
There you
Oh
go. There
God.
she is. There's my beautiful gal.
Hi
And we're kind of
everyone.
matching.
Oh yes. Oh snap.
How cute. So yeah, we're talking about all the crazy things that are happening here in Canada. Do you want to take it away, Trace?
I don't know. I don't even know where to start. Where should we start? Okay. Let's start in Alberta. Here I have
Alberta.
the University of Calgary.
Mm-hmm.
Just,
Mm-hmm.
because it's Calgary. I think that's the capital. Anywho, as long as it's not Edmonton, because that's even colder than Toronto.
So
Um,
yeah.
so anywho, in Alberta at the moment, they've just had a new premier. Jason Kenney was kind of like fired by he was elected to be fired.
He was elected to be let go of.
Pretty much.
He was elected to the front of the line to be pushed way to the back.
So anyway, he's now being replaced by some lady called Diane, somebody or another. I will eventually remember her name too, just as she's leaving the building, because that's when I remember Jason Kenney.
Well, Trace very briefly spoke to me about this. Is that what you're saying, that somebody was trying to get the credit of creating something new to profit themselves or something?
Well, this one isn't exactly profiting anybody. It's just a talking point, I think, for the most part.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
need further investigation into the matter, but they talk about a sovereign Alberta within a united Canada. And
Okay.
the new premier rightly said that this is the way things have always been done. And yes, it is, pretty much, because each province is sovereign in and of itself, which is why they have their own premiers and they're allowed within reason they have their own sovereignty to do things.
Right.
Of course, that put a tailspin onto potential investors because I had no idea what it meant. I mean,
Yeah.
considering that even somebody who does a lot of research, I had no clue. I had to go look up
Right.
what she actually meant by this whole thing.
Yeah.
But
Because
it's
this
more.
was very new to me. I didn't know any of this was even happening. Like I should be more up to date with the news and what's happening in the country that we live, but I just don't. Because I always find news way too depressing, or I feel like they go over the same crap over and over again. It's like, okay, you've mentioned this to us like 20,000 times, so yeah. So
Well, that is the problem with the news in general, but this particular one is just one that was sneakily found. It's not repeated it's not something that is so global. Every news channel around the world is talking about it. So it
yeah.
was just some random piece of information I happened to find out.
Yeah.
So she's using it as a talking point. They're using it, like the whole Alberta is Canada's version of the Lone Star State, Texas, which to me, granted, they've got some oil, but is largely ridiculous because they're nothing like Texas, no matter what they think.
Pretty much. Sorry,
But
my cat's being very extra.
and I suppose that is it. That's talking points. People come up with these talking points to make something sound more new or more oh, not outrageous so much as though it's going to give everybody something new or different. It's going to make
Yeah.
their lives different, but it's not. Essentially, it's not going to make their lives any different. They've only used it as a talking point to make themselves sound more important.
I am so sorry. My cat's trying to take my
I
glass off
see
my head.
this. Well,
But
she's having
do
a
you see what
moggy.
I mean? Everyone, my cat's not a cat. She's actually a dog slash monkey. I don't know what she is, but she is just so extra today because I've been away for a couple of nights, so that's why. She's
Oh,
like, give me all the love and attention. So sorry about
all your
this.
hugs and kisses too.
Yeah, exactly. So this is my crazy child. Calm down, please. But we're trying to have an adult discussion here, and you're ruining it. Yeah. So really, it was something that was always done that way, and then some other person, just to sort of take some credit, was like, "Nah, we should do it this way." Basically, sort of
Well,
came in. Yeah.
well, they're not saying let's do it this way. They're saying let's do it the same way, but because I've worded it differently, or I've actually put it out there, nobody's put it out there.
I am so sorry.
Excuse us, we have a technical difficulty. Its name is
Normally
Fishy
it's the
Cat.
internet. Today it's my cat trying to knock my glasses off my head. So that's actually a pretty golden moment. Can you please stop? Stop. Stop. Enough. Okay, sorry about that, everyone. Gosh, she's just so extra today. Mimi, get on the floor and stay there. Okay, sorry about that, everyone.
But
She gets
cats
too much.
walk
They can
over
start over.
everything. They
I
walk
know they
over
actually do.
everything.
But yes, there's so many random things happening as well, like in the news. Chase showed me a photo of an owl, and I thought that's a bit random. And she was like, "It's a burglar." I was like, "What do you mean?"
Well,
She-
talking of our owl, there is a sneaky little thing out in Vancouver who robbed somebody's house twice.
What did it even take? What was it stealing?
I don't know. I
That's
just think, I think that they were just confused that things had been fluttered around everywhere.
That's hilarious. There's so many random things. And who would have thought an owl would just boldly go into a home and be like, yes, this is something that I need and I'm taking it. And it made me laugh because he's got like that sneaky look in his eye, like, I'm coming back for you. I'll be back. While you're all sleeping, I'm going to come and nick your stuff.
Oh,
So that's
great.
quite
Put the
funny.
fear of God into me as it perches on my
Exactly.
shoulder.
Imagine you're just going to bed and then like you hear this like ruckus in the night and this flapping, and it's literally like an owl just like staring at you with like one of your necklaces in its mouth, like, yeah.
Oh, well,
I'm
I'll have to
going.
tell you about my monkeys in and I mean real monkeys in the forest, but that's another story.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
well, that's a long
Yeah.
time ago. I'll tell you that another
Wow.
time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, talking of the way people affect certain things, we've
Yeah.
got this wonderful little thing.
Oh, yes.
The Gordie Howe International Bridge. You'd never think that a bridge could cause such a fiasco over money.
It's a very pretty bridge. It's very artistic and surreal. Doesn't
Well,
even look like a bridge.
it's in the process of being built.
I was going to
And
say it doesn't look very sturdy or bridge-like right now.
well, yeah, it's in the process of being built, and that might be a part artist rendition thereof. And as I see, we're sneaking up to sort of like the 10-minute mark on the clock here. We're going to sidle out so that we can start recording the next episode. Well, not the next episode, just the next part of this episode.
The next sequence to this episode. We'll be back.
Meanwhile, in Canada, we're just taking a snooze. Ta-da! We will see you shortly.